Yo, yo. Can you hear me? Yeah, it looks like you can. Let me reset chat. Okay, awesome. Alright, let's see here. Get this over here. How do you know I already text Yank? How do you know that, Grass Puddle? How do you know? Freaking me out, bro. Production files? Is that in here? That was a guess, I hear. Okay, okay. So we finally got our million purple picos. So we're gonna try to get these working. Well, we had one working, so I have faith we can get one working again. I just plugged this guy in and he just gave me a green screen now. So I just soldered him up last night. So if I go back to here, turn it on. Did I break the cam again? Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. Or was it? Grass Puddle just knows all? Question mark? Grass Puddle just knows everything? So if I turn... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Well, the first time it just kept booting a green screen. All right, fantastic. So now we can go to any directory and play. Look at that. All right, these are finally going to be for sale now. We need to clean up our Intellivision 3. Turn off. These things are so hard to turn off, you have to hold the power button for so long. Okay, so, okay. I bought a bunch of different screws to try to put this case together. I think they were M2s that I bought. Box of M2s. Where did all that shit go I bought? I have to make a FujiNet tonight. We always have so much we have to do, and so little time to do it. Isn't that right, everybody? Okay, let me go see where all those parts ran off to, because I don't think they ever made it down here. I don't think the screw sets made it down here. So I have some black screws I think will look really nice in this. I just got to make sure they're... A broken Intellivision, an OG Intellivision, an Intellivision 2, or an Intellivision 3? If it's an OG one and it's broke, I don't know, probably... Well, since I fix them and resell them, I probably only give as much as I give for a broken Atari, which is like 20, 40 bucks. But there's a lot of them around here. I don't know. Well, you're actually pretty close to me. can't prove it, but I know what happened. It's that my wife moved everything around. GT Man, thank you. So, thank you for the subscription. We really appreciate that. There's one screw here that looks absolutely perfect. No, it needs to be countersunk. But if I plug this in the right way around, is that backwards? No, it's just not fitting because it doesn't want to fit. With the top case on, huh? You want to fit with the top case on? Interesting. Okay, if I take the top case off. Ah! Just throwing this thing around. Fit just fine. Interesting. Okay. This is my favorite part, is figuring out all the 3D printing mishaps that happen along the way and why they don't look nice, or why they don't do this or that or the other. And alright, turn off. Okay, so that is working okay. Why don't you want to go in when the top case on? Is the top case too thick? Yeah, I'm thinking it is. I'm thinking the top case is too thick. He gave me one once that was a little thinner. Here's my OG one he made for me. Here it is. See it? Let's see, if I just do the case, will it fit in there? No. Okay, we gotta sand this down then. It won't fit in. Let's look at it. If it's bigger, it's not by much. Definitely is bigger though. Yeah, it does not want to go in there. Okay, we'll sand it down. We will switch cams so you stop looking at that. Just look at this. Just look at this. Listen to the music and be happy for a little bit, will you? Just everybody calm down. I am cold. The modern one doesn't have the rails at all. Just, what is hitting? I want to say it's the top. I do, I want to say it's the top. That's funny. It goes in upside down. Why does it go in upside down? Ha! It goes in perfect upside down. What the fuck happened? It's like it's... The board is just too far down. No, the case is angled just like these ones. Like, look how It's like a 45-degree down. Well, it's a lot more prominent on the original card, but I can promise you that it angles down, and that kind of tells you which way the cartridge is supposed to go in. And that should, unless I want to confuse every single human I sell this to, we'll tell them that it needs to go this way. Because the light's on top, the button's over here. There's no way you can put this in upside down. It wouldn't fit upside down. Okay, let's fix one problem at a time. And let me find the screw sets I want to use on this. I got so many orders in recently from China, from boards to screw sets. Here they are. Okay. So there's our screw sets. Are any of these even small enough? Yeah, we got some M26s. That will do well. And now we need to sand the shit out of this, I feel like. It's just a little bit too long. It's a nice thing about 3D prints. That's how it always happens, Grass Puddle. The day you leave, everything's gonna... Yeah, alright. That's all it was. Just the tiniest lip on it. Just the tiniest lip was too much. Same with this one. Oh, that one goes in okay. That one goes in okay. Okay, now I'm going to struggle to get it in again. Did I just put it in upside down or something? There it goes. Okay. And it works too. On. Oh, we plugged in. Yeah, we are. On. It does. Okay. I'm going to record a little YouTube short real fast so that I can post that later. So bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to mute myself so you don't hear me. Well, actually, I don't really have to mute you. I was out painting arcade cabinets today, so my hands are all black. And it was a beautiful day. It's getting hard to come down in here and stream till really late because I want to be out in the barn working on cabinets since it's so nice out. But we have a few days coming up. It's going to be cold again, so that will force me back down here. Continue draft video was a... Oh, yeah. What hashtags should I put on a Cosmic Avenger YouTube short? What do you think? Retro Game Room, arcade game. What would you do? Arcade. What else? What else? Maybe a little retro game room. Hashtag nerds. You call me nerd? How dare you, grass puddle. Alright, upload that. Okay, good. Hashtag nerds. Hey, who's that who subbed earlier? GT Man? I don't know if you are actually in the stream or not, but you are our 400th subscriber. How cool is that? So if it freezes at the screen, I think you just have to hit reset on that. No, I think I have to reset the console, not the... Let's see. Oh, it launched it. Defender. Okay, let me record this real fast. Okay, I hate that video I made so much, but that's our good first attempt, I guess. But I do need to get some pictures, because this will be our next thing we sell in the store. So we'll go to this cam. Get some, let me get another controller. So that the console looks complete. And then I'll probably end up going upstairs and taking photos with it up there too, because I can use my old TV that has all my other listing photos, so I'll do that later on tonight. It's probably better if I just do that. Okay, let's see if those screws fit though. Let's pull power on that, pull this out. That box of screws go right here. So some M2s, M26s. Might need longer than that. Might need like some M210s at least. Screwdriver. Together a what do we need to put together tonight? Oh, FujiNet needs to go together tonight. I think that's the only thing I gotta do tonight. For orders, is that a tri-wing? No, that's good. I don't know where my regular screwdriver is, but we'll try it with this. Is that not long? Yeah, that's not long enough. Okay, we need longer. Get out of there, bro. No, it's not gonna want to come out of the hole, huh? Come on. Bro. I've never tried. You know, actually, I did make an Etsy account once, and I forget what I was trying to sell. I think it was some paintings that my wife had done, and they banned me and said it was because I wasn't selling something that I made. I was like, okay, I literally was, and then I just never did it again. So, yeah, I could try. I only selling them on eBay. I guess I'm leaving a market open, huh? Jesus. Come out of there. Hey, one thing we learned from this is that these are going to hold together. I'll be goddamn, they're going to hold together. We're going to try some 16s. That 16 should do it. That was in the 10 slot. Yep. Okay. I've never heard of Burrow Electronics before. These M216 seem to do a good job. seems to want to push the top away with this one. Screw in. Alright, well, I'm going to unscrew this and see what's going on. This is a first attempt. Live. Electronics. I'm gonna have to look that up. Thanks for putting me on, Grasspole. You the man. Maybe these are too long. Maybe I go for the 12s. Let's try the 12s. Don't seem long enough, and they don't hold the case together tight enough like I would want. I have M3s, but I don't think the M3s are going to fit. Very well. Why does it want to bend up like that so bad? I'm trying to make this look better than that. It's a different color! This is just like the different color crash out all fucking over again. Value comes from the quality of the professional because the professional so choose. Wow, that is some great Chinglish right there. That is some great Chinese English. Because the customer so choose. Okay. I'm good on that. Is this 20 and this is 16? Yes. Yes, yes. Because the customers so choose. Man, I just wish we could get this back to lay down flat. It just won't do it. I just want it to lay down flat like that. Why won't you do that? For me. Oh yeah, those screws aren't doing shit. That's our main problem. Alright, I need my damn... There it is. It appeared because I got pissed and demanded it. Bring him to me at once. I'm out of there. Yeah, we definitely got to do the 16s. It's just, are the 16s going to hold as tight as I want them to? The one didn't really want to go in after a certain amount. Seems like he's hitting a wall. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Probably as good as we're gonna get. There we go. Alright, there's side one, there's side two. It's just all black. I thought that looked best because we're gonna want this to... Your Discord. My Discord, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. Okay, so I'm gonna take this console upstairs and do photos with that after stream. I'm also going to Here's the power supply. This cartridge is a working cartridge, so we can list it now. And I'm going to start listing these consoles with the cartridges. That would be really cool. So, real quick, we need to test this Intellivision 3 I have, because I'd like to show that it works for all 3 consoles. I know that the Intellivision 2 works. There's the 2. Here's the 1. And let me get the 3. I have no idea if this system works, and it's also dirty as hell. So let's clean it real quick. This thing's dirty. Honestly, I need to just take this case apart and give this top a bath. That's really bad. Look at that. Oh yeah. Let's just get it looking halfway decent. Let's see if it works real fast though. So system 3. Is it gonna explode? Oh, it turned on. That's good news. Okay, so plug in. Oh, that RF port looks broken as fuck. I bet you this isn't gonna do shit. We'll go to this cam and turn it on. Do we at least get recognition that there's something plugged in? Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, that port looks food. Okay. So we won't be able to... Wow. Some refurbished parts used, it says on the bottom. You think? Alright, let's go to this cam. We're going to open this guy up, see if we can fix him real fast. We're already getting into stuff I wasn't planning on getting into, but come on. I got an Intellivision 3 in front of me. We went with it. Tell me I don't want to fix this? Of course I want to fix this. Honestly, that one's too small. We need a big boy. Big boy in town. There it goes. Come on, controllers, cooperate, please. Thank you. You're all tangled, huh? Yeah, you are. Of course you are. Yep. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Alright, man, does that need a bath? Oh, look. Oh, yeah, they have an LED. Oh, wow. That's awesome. It makes it so the whole top is bound. This looks like a hack job. And that's glued. That was glued. What happened to this poor console? This thing has been through it. Look at that. They just wired in this LED on the front, so you know when it's on. That is crazy. Let me unplug it here. This looks just like an Intellivision One setup, though. Like, what's the difference? Alright, these need rust removed. These are rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all the power switch, would you believe? This is all the transformer power, so it just turns the transformer on and off. All these leads just go back to the transformer. Oh my god. I can't believe this. This is so hacked together. They were selling this as a market, like, product? This looks like something I made in my garage. In Tristan's electronic garage. Alright, let's unplug these controllers before we break the ribbons, because they are so delicate. And look at that, the RF is just straight ripped off that thing, bruh. Bruh. Ripped off that thing, bruh. And there's no easy way to get in there without desoldering this case from it, is there? No, of course not. Of course not. So if we wanted to get... Listen to that shit moving around in there. Wow. That is impressive. How did they manage to rip off the RF port? Well, we gotta take the lid with us because we're umbilical corded. Oh man, I'm not prepared. I am not prepared over here for this type of work. I have so much crap everywhere because I've been doing nothing. Let me clip my mic to myself so you can actually hear me. I've been doing nothing but board making. I had another pinball board order, so I had to do that. I had more Fujinets bought, so I had to do those. So I've been doing nothing but making boards. That's why I didn't even stream the last few days, because I've just had to put headphones in and just get to work. Let's get the desolder gun going, because we're just gonna suck the solder off all these legs here. Get this top off. Let me change cam. Let me change cam. Let me change cam. God. Okay. There you go. All right, let's make that better picture. What we're doing. This should be heated up by now. You heated up? Oh yeah. Takes a while though, because we're heating up that whole damn plane. Honestly, just need to get like a tiny, yeah, like this, and separate once I get it hot. Like that. And then take the solder off, let it cool. There we go. Same thing here. Heat it up so you can get the tool up under it. Come on. I need to flow some new solder on there. There, I heard it just clip off. Didn't it? Yeah, it did. Alright, now we gotta do the other side, and then 2 on the end. There we go. Hold it away from it. Let it cool. Is it still attached? It is. Let go, buddy. There we go. Should be good now. Yep, it's good. Give it a little bit of solder to get it going. Fresh solder seems to really help it. Yeah, there we go. Break up. No, let go, buddy. You're so... There you go. Alright. Number 3, or number 6 out of 8, I think. I think we got 2 more after this. Heat that up. There we go. Get some separation. Alright. So how we looking right now? If I don't throw it around the room. Oh yeah, 3 on that side. 3 on that side. Alright, 2 on the end, and I think we're home free. There's one. Alright, one more. Boom. It wants to come apart. There we go. Oh, we got one more. Actually, that's enough, right? We can just bend that back. Yep. Well, do we want to leave that on? Nah, let's just take it all the way off. We're so close anyway. It's one more. It's just going to fall down when this lets go. Yep, like that. I was ready for it, though. Okay, now the RF box has to come off. Take it all off. Oh my lord. Look at this modding they've done in here. I think this is an original Intellivision that's been modded to be an Intellivision 3. There's this little board they added with a clock and adjustable pot. This is so strange. I don't know what... I need to look up what the Intellivision 3s were doing. Were they just modded original Intellivisions? Man, that came off violently. Okay. All right, so now we got to get the bottom plate off. And that is still soldered pretty good to the board. Of course. Okay, let's unsolder this damn wire so we can get this out of here. All right, now is when we need the sucker to get a lot of this, because the bottom has a lot of, like this is just a giant row of pins that are all soldered together, and we really need to just get all that off. Is this thing on? Oh, it's not. Yeah, that'd be my problem. Okay, let's see if we can just do it with the iron. See if we just do it with the iron, bruh. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I don't know what I touched in my hand, but it's all gooey now. I'm so upset. Uh-oh, do we fill it up? Oh yeah, we did. Impressive! Clogged up the reservoir real good. am I doing this again? This is nothing to do with what I wanted to get done today. Because I'm a psychopath, that's why. Alright, that bottom should come off now. If my counting is correct. Oh. Well, one second. The Super Saiyan one needs removed. Okay, let's get everything off but the Super Saiyan one. Which includes this side. Ah, come on. What are you stuck on? Yeah, there you go. Let go, buddy. There we go. Okay. Everything but this back Super Saiyan one is detached. So now we heat up this one. Is there... Which one of you is still fucking holding on? I'm about to beat your ass. This one's still trying to hold on. In the back, bro. Stand down. There we go. See why I hate taking these RF shields off? But why do I keep doing it? I don't know. Keep subjecting myself to this. There we go. Look at this. Look how many times this got stickered. So many mods done to this poor guy. Okay, where's our RF box? Over here, right? Yep. So now we got to take the whole RF box off the circuit board. Which should be these giant things, these 4 giant things, and then some wires. So we got to put that new port in. Put the port back in. Yeah, put the port back in. Because, yeah. That's going to be a lot of solder I'm going to have to suck out of this thing. Did I turn you off? I did. Damn it. Alright, now we gotta wait again. Hi, Yank. We're fucking about. So, okay, we have some sort of resistor between ground and... What is that, pin 3? Oh, we also have a capacitor in line there. Interesting. So all that is going to need to come off. Come on. Is this hot? Yeah, it's hot. Look at that. Can I spin these? Yes. Good. Keep our resistor handy. That was between that guy and that guy. Let's not forget that. I got it on video though, which two was between, so we won't forget. I don't know why it's there, but we want to make sure it stays that way, huh? Alright, let's see. What's going to hold you in now? There's a little solder over here. Oh yeah, let's disconnect this red wire. For my future self, this red wire is all the way on the top pin when it's upside down, like that. So now the circuit board is completely free from the chassis. Holy shit, yippee. Okay, there shouldn't be anything else holding the RF board on, minus this little solder here. And then we can probably start prying at it and get it off. There's going to be a lot of solder in that gun now, man. A fuck ton of solder in that gun. Okay. Is the board glued in any way? I don't think so. Let's get, need like some, it's a flathead, yeah. Have you looked at the Xbox I gave you? Yeah, Yank? There it comes out. Ooh, that's not wanting to let go. There it goes. Okay, now we got to be careful because we don't want to break these wires over here that are going into the RF box. I also don't want to melt this switch. Ta-da! We did it! Holy shit! Wow. What an in-depth repair this is. Now we got to take the bottom of this case off, which is easy now that we got it off the board. These little piddly-ass wires. Can't believe this is what they use in the RF box. They just want to fall apart. Okay, come on. There we go. Come on, buddy. There you go. All right, and there's the bottom of our RF box. Wow. Is that still on? Turn that back on. We're gonna have to suck out what's left of this. Yeah, because this was just soldered to the case, I imagine, as the ground, and then this, it went into the board, and that gave it the RF signal. So that's all we got to do is add that back in. So just like through, like that. Like that. All right, now our RF is back in. Let's solder that in. There we go. And let's also solder in our ground for the RF. Just solder it to the case. That's good. Much better. Much, much better. Now, just that little paper goes in. There's no caps in here I need to replace, right? There's a single cap in here. Should we replace it? Let's see, what are you? Are you something I can replace? What does it say, 1/10? What the fuck? 1/10, 50 volt? What's 1/10? Got 0.1 microfarad, right? 0.1, I don't have 0.1 at 50? Yeah, I got 0.1s at 50. Right here. I mean, we're already this deep in here. We might as well do it. Who else is ever going to be this deep in this thing ever again? That's another funny thing for Grass Pedal to mention. All right, ground is towards our pins. Let's remember that. Ground is towards our pins on this little capacitor. There he comes out. 1/50th. It says one, that's all it says is 1/50th. And 50. It just says 1/50th. It actually doesn't say the volts. What the hell is that? I might not have that. I might have to put this back. You guys are ridiculous tonight. Ridiculous. Okay, so that is 1 microfarad 50 volt, according to AI, so that's what we're going to put in there. 1 microfarad 50 volt. Alright, that's done. Fantastic. Okay, now let's put the bottom back in. Boom. Alright, now we gotta line up. Is this still on? Okay, good. We gotta suck that one out. That one out. Okay, good. Make sure all these go down into their homes. Oh man, like all of these traces are trying to lift. Okay, let's get these routed without the iron in my hand here. All of these traces are trying to lift. That one doesn't even have one because it's on top. Just straight fell off. Alright, that one's through. That one's through. This one's not. I think it went around it. Oh no, is that through? Nope, definitely not. Okay, so let's just pull it back out a bit. There we go. Push it down. Alright. There we go. Okay. And then we have to put this little resistor back. Now what's between ground and one of these pins? I think it was, I don't remember which one it was. I have to look back at the VOD. Honestly, we'll have to look back at the VOD. Let's put these grounds in. So these grounds should have all been twisted, but only 2 of them were. Is that the people being lazy at the factory? I don't know. Seems to be flat. There we go. All right. Okay. There we go. There we go. We need to solder this one on top because he was just a via and he lost his via. Very sad for him. Alright, there we go. None of the other ones have any connections on the top. Oh, this one's leg broke on the inside. Why did you do that, buddy? I hope you will take solder, because if you won't, this is going to be an issue for both of us, my friend. Have you played Atari today? Thank you for the subscription, Michael. Thank you so much. We appreciate it here at Tristan's Electronic Garage very much. Okay, so that should be a fixed RF box. Now we just gotta put it back in the console and turn the damn thing on and see what it does. So I don't think we have to have the controllers to watch it boot. I think we're good otherwise. Oh, it's Michelle. Michelle, I'm so sorry. God damn it. Appreciate it very much, Michelle. Right? Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do with me? Honestly, what are you gonna do? Okay, okay, this is our power button, so I don't know what that... Oh, that's the channel 3, channel 4 switch. That's what we're seeing on the bottom there. Oh, we still need to put that resistor in. I still gotta figure out where that resistor goes, and what the fuck did I do with it? Shiitake mushrooms. How important do you think that resistor is? Probably just walked over here with it sitting on top and totally just dropped it on the floor somewhere, didn't I? Well, let's see if it boots. Let's see if the thing will boot without the resistor. I don't know. This is just a test. I am not a qualified instructor. Okay? So this way should be power. Let's go to this cam. And that's still going to be that, but whatever. So, I mean, fairly important, I'd say. Fairly important. Let's see. What channel are we on? So I'm seeing no signs of life. Oh, channel 4. A sign of life. A sign of life on channel 4. Okay, let's give it a game. Let's give it a game. Hey, look at that. All right, all right. We fixed it. We fixed it in Television 3. I don't know what that resistor was for, but don't look like it did much. Unless we might not have sound or something. I don't know. I can hit restart. That's about it. Oh, so I made an account on Etsy, and my wife had some stuff she wanted to sell, and they were mostly paintings. And I don't think she did any of them herself. They were just shit we got at thrift stores and stuff. And I got banned because my stuff wasn't homemade original, I guess. So I didn't realize that. I understand that that was what most people sold on Etsy, but I didn't understand that it was required. So then they kicked my ass off the platform, I guess. Oh man, we have so much we need to clean. Okay, so this console needs a scrub down. Real bad. I was just like, you know, oh, this platform is great because most people are trying to buy and sell paintings on here or like artwork stuff. So I'll just put these on here for you. I was like, so I got an email today that I got banned. I don't know why, but I did. Okay, so these are all for this. These are those middle screws. They also need some help with, okay. Clean time, clean time.
guys looking at? That. Okay, let's go here. Oh, that's on the old cam still. All right, 1 second. We'll probably be back to that cam in like a second, but I'll switch you over for now. Because then we got to make the Fuji net. That's what we're actually here to do tonight. Yeah, I found that my computer really does not like it when I have multiple cameras on the same USB port. Or just, I mean, this thing's only got 2 USB ports, so it's probably all on the same USB controller. So what I have to do, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, we still need the 6th one out. I just swap what one is plugged into the computer to make it not freak out. So you guys don't get the acid trip you get sometimes, you know? Sometimes you guys get a hell of an acid trip if I don't do that. Alright, we don't even know if these controllers work yet, but we're going to put them to the side. They got some rusty screws in them and everything else. Okay, now everything in this board should be able to be taken out now. Here's the logic board. We need one more screw on the transformer. And everything should be able to be taken out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Yeah, you can't, can ya? Nope. Nope, you cannot. Okay, so here is our... Oh, just a little solder leg floating around in there. Interesting. Okay, what a long cord. Back then they didn't skimp on the cordage they gave you, huh? Alright, there's our whole power setup for it. Put that down here for now. Put that down there. Also, put the Intellivision board down there too, with all the screws. Alright, screw bag, screw bag, screw bag. You're a screw bag. And then our circuit board, our working circuit board. And I'm probably just going to clean the top like this with the LED installed because I'm not taking that out. So then we have the top, the bottom, and that middle piece that all need a good wash. Good wash. Okay, but I'm going to do that another time because right now we need to build some more boards. And I need to get off stream here very shortly so that I can go make my listing for my Intellivision 2 Pico carts. You've seen I've been selling the Coleco versions of these. Well, look, we have the Intellivision ones now with a case and everything. Yippee! So, and we finally have enough Pi boards to actually get them in stock. I was waiting. I know you guys have heard me complain for weeks about delays due to Chinese New Year, but delay no more. We have hundreds of them. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. I do need to make another Pi Coleco because I have none in stock. So if someone orders one, I'd have to make it that night. And I hate being rushed like that. Who likes that? Nobody. Nobody does. So these are our RF for that. So let's put that down there too. But first, let me take a selfie. Okay, let's switch back over. And we're gonna go to, yeah, we're gonna stay at this cam actually. And we're gonna do that and that. And now you're looking at my solder bench, which is an absolute catastrophe because I have been doing nothing but building boards for sale for the past few days. That's why I haven't been on stream, because I can't keep up with the damn orders. to save my frickin' life. Between the pinball board, the Coleco board, and the Fuji nets, I'm drowning. Okay. So, what did I get? Where did I put them? So I got some new boards in because some people requested, or asked, I guess is the wording I should use, if I can match their case. And I said, well, yes, for their computer. I said, I can try my best for you. So check this out. This is supposed to match the Atari, I think it was 85XE or something like that. I might be getting it wrong. But all those just gray slate computers, or white gray. Look at that. So let me go get a board for this. I actually don't have one down here because I wasn't prepared, I guess. Let me go get one, and then we're going to put it in that and solder the pins in. And that is the one thing I think I had to do tonight and ship out tonight. Let me look. Make sure. Orders. Oh yeah, hit this button. This will show me. Yes. Okay, that's the only thing I gotta do tonight. So let me go get a Fuji net. Be right back. All right. Here's your Fujinet board. Isn't it pretty? In the off chance this person is in chat tonight, this is for Mr. Lou. Lou, I hope you appreciate this when it gets to you. Okay, so we want to do this one first because it is the pins, because they are the biggest pain in the butt. I think that's what I want to do. So, yeah, we got a few that got mixed in. So we take the board, and this side is pins. So we're going to put them in like that. I need like one of those board helping hands things. It would make my life easier, I think. And there it is. There's all your pins in there. And now we got to solder them in. But the problem is I'm going to flip this over, and they're all going to want to go forward. See? They all want to go forward like that. Which is fine, because the little thing's going to hold them in there. And that is what we want, just like that. And now we solder them in. Right, like that. Is our iron still on? Yes, it is. Okay, good. Did you guys see my short on the Cosmic Avenger? I actually sandblasted all the parts for that today when I got home from work and got them all looking really spiffy. That is going to look really nice when it's done. Boom. And then if we want to make sure that they're all straight and that it works, I actually just leave this cassette player laying here with the connector required so that I can plug it in and kind of straighten them out and make sure it fits good. Yeah, that fits all right. Some of them are going to be a little cockeyed in there, but it's not going to matter. This connector is very forgiving if you plug it in the right way. Yeah. I always like the aesthetic of them all looking straight though, but it's hard to get. It's very hard to get on a homemade connector. Know what I mean? Okay, so now we have to do all the pins. So to do the pins, we take the connector and we just drop the pins in. Alright, and then now we're just going to take our connector with all our pins in it and we're going to try to line them all up, and that usually just consists of me rubbing. I usually try to get the first few to line up, like the first row. Come on, buddies. And then I just start rubbing around and they'll all eventually go. Getting close. There it is. Beautiful. This one hasn't given me any fits, and that was an awful thing to say right now because I'm not done. I just cursed myself. Okay. All right. So now we solder these in. Like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. We have a few that are poking through a little too far. And what I do to fix that is just put some pressure and reflow them. Usually makes them pop back up, like that guy. Alright. Oh yeah, these two on the end need to go in a little bit. There we go. That's better. Now they're all at least flat. Yep, looks good. Okay, and now we just take our top, put them on, take our bottom. We have a few extras, put them back in the container. Those pins were fucking expensive, so don't want to lose them. And then this slides on. Look at that. Beautiful fit. Absolutely beautiful fit. Alright, now we get 4 screws in it, and I have to go program the board. And then this one is ready to go out the door. So 4 screws. Man, I need to clean this workspace up so bad. Quiet in here tonight. Not much, unless my chat thing is broke. Yanks on the YouTube short train, huh? All right. That's what I like to hear. Look at that. Is that not pretty? Is that pretty or what? That's pretty. If these pins were a little straighter, I'd be in awe. But the connector works regardless. Now all I gotta do is go upstairs, plug the USB-C in, program the board, which takes about 15 minutes. It actually takes a long time for my computer to compile all the C code for this thing. And yeah, that's another FujiNet. So as of right now, I have everything done for orders, but I have no ready to go. Thanks, That's Crazy. You're the man. I got another pinball board I gotta finish. Me and the wife will probably do that this weekend if someone makes an order. But I don't have any orders right now to fulfill, thank God. Or I'd be doing that tonight too. I sold, I don't know if I told you guys, I sold Atari Football. Atari Football is going all the way to Oregon. Does anyone want to take it all the way for me? I pay $50. No, I'm kidding. But it is going all the way to Oregon, and I'm trying to find someone to take it there, so. I usually use UShip for that kind of stuff, so that's what we'll be doing. I need to find my magnet so I can clean up this bench. These are our pins for Fuji nets. This doesn't need to be on the bench. All of these definitely do not need to be on the bench. These need to just go back in this bag. Just a bunch of random buttons. Here's our caps. I'll put those up there. This is all trash. Get rid of all that. Look at all that. Some more buttons. These ones we're using. These are the low side ones. Pinball resistors, buttons for Coleco, random ass bag. Oh, that's Atari LEDs. This is for that. These are our diodes. We can put these diodes in there. Put that down there. It's a test game. Can go up here. This doesn't need to be here at all. Ah, there's our magnet. So now we can pick up all these little legs. All these little legs, pick them up with the magnet. And we can take them over to the trash can. Hopefully not stab myself through the bag. Okay. All right. All right. Very nice. All right. I keep having people ask about how many games are on the FujiNet. Or how many games are on the Coleco cart, this guy. And I haven't been, I've been answering them individually, but I haven't been posting it because I don't want to tell them like, hey, I got all these games on there, and then have some sort of legal issue because I don't own the rights to the games. I know they're fucking 45-year-old games, but you know, what do you guys think? You think I just leave it that way to avoid the headache of possibly running into that issue? Where are my little ones at? Boards everywhere. There they are. I'll leave you a comment on your short when I get around to looking at it, Yank. I'll leave you a comment. All right, let's build a Pi Coleco because I have none in the reserves, and I bet you I get orders here soon. So, let's build it. Let's solder it up real fast. Just like that. You know, it's hard to train someone to solder when you've been doing it for so long, because I just see like the light glisten off it when it volcanoes, and I just know it's good. And when it doesn't glisten off it just right, I know it's a bad joint. And it's hard, like, how do I explain that to somebody? That, oh yeah, you just look at it. Oh, I just put that in backwards. Aww. Tristan, why did you go and do that now? Now you gotta desolder all those pins you just put in. Oh, you truly are an idiot. You truly are an idiot. Can't believe I did this. Is it even gonna come off though? I doubt it. Yeah, it's gonna be stuck in there real fucking good. I'm gonna have to use hot air to get that to come out. This is what you get for trying to get ahead of the game, Tristan. You get told to fuck off. This is what happens. What can I do to try to get up underneath that? Like one of these numbers. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? This will do. Just gonna make sure that's not sitting on the table though. Need to make up some sort of table for it to be sitting on. Sit on this and that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. There we go. We're just practicing our desoldering skills. Alright guys. Right, guys? That's what we're doing, right? Yes. Of course. Oh man, that side's still in, huh? Okay. Trying to hold this and do all this at the same time. It's not going well. Okay. Hell, if this board still works after this, I'll be fucking amazed. Those headers are pretty fucked. Because they got so hot. That's alright though. We just push on through. Got solder to that board? Why you gotta be so hot? Stop being hot. Boom. Okay. So this, oh yeah, pretty cool. What are those from the bottom of this board? Yeah, they are. That shouldn't matter though. Got all the top ones. Oh, those two are soldered in, aren't they? So if we just go like that. There we go. Okay, let's try that again now. Don't know if this board will still work, but hell, we'll give it a shot. Why not? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you waste 20 minutes and solder 44 pins in, and then unsolder them, and then solder them back in. I hope you enjoy this installment of Tristan's Tired and Fucking Up. I'll be here all week. We have enough to solder to that. Oh yeah, there's enough poking through. I could literally touch it. That's fine. Alright, there it is. I probably won't put the button on because I don't know if it's going to work or not. I don't want to waste the button if it's not going to work. There we go. Put the diode in real quick. Just show 'em who's boss, says Mr. Yank. That's right. Okay, so we'll throw this in, and then I'll go test it upstairs. And we'll throw it in the case if it works, and this will be our next completed board. If it works. Gotta put it through the paces though, because this one had to be taken out and put back in, and that sucks. Alright. Then that's the side buttons. I need to order more of these buttons. I think I ordered them from China or Amazon, I don't remember. I think Amazon. I need to order them from China now. And the one thing is these never want to fit in here right, so what I do is I just got to take a little bit off of the case on that side and on this side, and then same thing here. Just got to shave that off. It just wants to overprint on the edge there a little bit. Let's see how that does. Is that going in yet? Yep, it's in now. And then that goes over like that. And there is your Pi Coleco. All snapped together and ready to go. Minus your button, because I didn't solder it in yet, but I gotta go program this now. Make sure it works okay. So all right. I mean, it's the last part. Might as well just solder the damn button in. I'm already sitting here with the solder iron in my hand. What am I saving myself? A penny? These things are so cheap. These little buttons. Make sure it's flat on there. Now it is. That is a perfect fit. Pretty, huh? Carbon fiber. Just needs the button installed. Which what I do to make the button fit is I just take a little bit off the actual button and then put this little hat on it. Like that. There you go. Now you got a nice red button that matches the case. Clicks good. 2 screws in the front. I need to get black screws so it matches a little better. I don't know, I kind of like the contrast of the stainless steel. These are nice McMaster car screws. I'm not buying cheap Chinese screws for these. These are nice stuff. There it is. Alright, now I gotta get a programmer on there, and so we made 2 things tonight. This guy and the Fujinet. So now I gotta go program the Fujinet and try it in my Atari 800, make sure it works. Ship this guy out. This is our first stock. I sold every single Pi Coleco I made over the weekend, so now we have an extra for the next order that comes in. And then I need to make pictures and get my Intellivision 2 listed. My Television 2 cartridges listed, and then we'll be good. Ignore the fact this is in the middle of the screen. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. But anyways, I need to go do that, so I need to go to bed. We had daylight savings time, so it's actually 11:30 here when it's usually, what, 10:30? We went forward an hour, which just got me so screwed up. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna go get all these boards programmed and tested and get some sleep. So, hope you guys had a great night hanging out with me today. 258 views, nice. Got a lot of click-through on this one. I don't mind it. All right. I think posting a short right before you go live helps you get views. I didn't miss anything you guys said, did I? Nope, I don't think I missed anything. Thanks, Yank. I'll watch your short and leave a comment. All right. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next time.